From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Okay, we'll start with politics. It's now been revealed Scott Morrison secretly held 5 additional portfolios during his time as Prime Minister, in some cases without the existing minister's knowledge. Mr Morrison took control of the Department of Health, Finance, Resources, but also Home Affairs and Treasury. The former PM defended his actions on 2GB this morning.
We were dealing with quite extraordinary circumstances, and as a result, we had to consider some rather unconventional, well, I wouldn't even say that because I understand on occasions things like this can happen, but we had to take some extraordinary measures to put safeguards in place. Fortunately, Ben, none of these in the case of the finance and the health portfolio ever were required to be used.
Anthony Albanese has vowed to investigate and is seeking legal advice about whether Mr Morrison's actions were unconstitutional.
Moving on now, an Adelaide mum is expected to be charged with attempted murder after she stabbed her 2 kids on the side of a road last night. The 35-year-old woman was detained by a passing motorist before police arrived. The kids, an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old boy, are now in a stable condition in hospital.
Overseas now, and there's a pretty shocking story coming out of New Zealand. A family won an auction to buy items inside an abandoned storage locker, including a number of suitcases. When they got the items home, they opened up the suitcases and found human remains inside. Police have now launched a homicide investigation.
To sport, ex-NRL star Brett Finch has pleaded guilty to using a sex hotline to share child abuse material. The former New South Wales State of Origin player had 6 charges withdrawn today, but did enter a guilty plea for 1 count of using a carriage service to make child abuse material available. The 40-year-old has been on bail since his arrest in December last year and will be sentenced in September.
To entertainment now, and 50 Cent has opened up for the first time about how Beyonce once tried to fight him. According to the rapper, it happened years ago at a time when 50 was caught up in a feud with her husband Jay-Z. The rapper told US radio show The Breakfast Club that he tried to approach his rival, but Beyonce wasn't having it.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. She was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
You're talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, shit, look at this.
They about to jump you.
You're lucky Solange wasn't there.
That's pretty full on. And finally, a surprising frontrunner has emerged to play the next James Bond. There's been heavy speculation for months now following Daniel Craig's final turn as 007. And now Spider-Man star Tom Holland is reportedly the favourite to replace him. Producers reportedly wanted to cast an actor who's under 5'10" in height and looks younger than previous Bonds, which obviously fits Holland to a T. And this could rule out previous favourites, including Idris Elba and Tom Hardy.
Your update from news.com.au.